Perez. Joined by Alex and Marissa Flores. Adria has been the student athletic trainer for 4 years for the LEHS soccer varsity team. Future plans include attending Utah Valley University to study nursing. Most memorable soccer moment includes getting to help out the players and make friends that can make me laugh anytime. And now our senior players, starting with number 4, Martin Saucedo. He's joined by Alieda Aguilar. He's played on the high school varsity team for 3 years. His future plans include attending a trade school for welding. And his most memorable soccer moment was the game that made us go into the playoffs. Our next player is number 9, Santiago Castorena. He's joined by his parents, Rosa Angela and Edgar Castorena. He's played on the varsity team for 4 years. He lists his major accomplishment as being the MVP. His future plans include continuing his soccer career. His most memorable soccer moments are being part of the first team that Coach Ziem ever coached to be invited to go to dinner at his house. Our next player is number 11, Salvador Perez. He's joined by Joaquin and Juliana Perez. Salvador has played on the varsity team for 2 years. He lists in his accomplishments as making the playoffs last year. His future plans are to go to college to study engineering or business and continue to play soccer at the college level. His most memorable soccer moments are, number 1, when Damian megged and rainbowed Coach Ziem and the whole team went crazy. Number 2, beating Coach Ziem at ping pong at his own house. And number 3, finally, every time when Ziem says, nara na na nara. Our next senior is number 14, Daniel Shoesmith. He's joined by Tammy and Brian Shoesmith. Daniel has played on the varsity team for 2 years. He lists as his accomplishments making the National Honor Society and the 2019 second team all-district team. He plans to pursue a business degree at UTD. His most memorable soccer moment was his varsity debut in his sophomore year. Next, number 15, Justin Schumacher. He's joined by Rick and Misty Schumacher and Lindsay Thornburg. He's played on the varsity team for 2 years. His future plans are to attend college and study kinesiology to become a coach. His most memorable soccer moment is making the playoffs and scoring 2 bangers versus Prosper and Saginaw. Our next senior is number 18, Rodolfo Lopez Godoy. He's joined by Emiliana Godoy. He joined the LE soccer program his sophomore year. The first year in varsity is going amazing, but obviously it has come with challenges. He won the Coaches Award in his junior year. It might not sound like much, but the meaning and the value of what it meant really made it feel like he was doing all of the right things. He plans to play college after high school. He also would like to do a career in animation to bring smiles and happiness to others. His most memorable soccer moment was too many to choose from, but he wants to thank all of his coaches, teachers, teammates, and friends for becoming family. There were ups and lows and challenges along the way. Thank you to the most beautiful sport in the world for truly saving my life and giving it meaning. Rest in peace, Albiero. And our final senior of the night, number 20, Abimael Quinones Jr. He is joined by senior and Erica Quinones. He's played on the varsity team for 3 years. His future plans include becoming a licensed barber and opening up multiple barber shops one day. His most memorable soccer moment was being the only team to get invited to Coach Zeem's house in the history of him coaching here at Little Elm. Couple of shout outs to Coach Zeem tonight. Let's hear it for all of our Lobo seniors. I've been informed that there is one more senior, but I do not have any information on that person. I don't have 18, 20, 18, 15. I didn't skip it. Schuster, Perez.
Was it Daniel?
I don't know. I said all the names that I have.
Austin Ott. Austin.
Number 21.
Yeah, 21. That's not. He's not on that one.
I've been informed that the final senior is number 21, Austin Utt.
Yeah. Good save.
Shout out to all of our senior Lobos.
I know. He just forgot to put the paper in there.
Yeah.
This is their roster right there. So,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and I told him about you. He said he's gonna get with you pretty soon. So.
Sweet.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are doing pretty good by then.
Yeah. You're trying, coach. How's it been going with you?
Pretty good. I've been, I'm trying to figure out a way to get up to the high school next year. So
Okay.
that's like the big thing right now is getting resumes ready.
Okay. There's Kendrick right there. He's the.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's
We're working on that.
Okay, cool.
So that's the big goal right now. So,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it's going good.
Okay.
I feel like I've really figured out our class too, like the 8th grade class, and
Uh-huh.
figured out my content. And I've already told my principals, like, this is like the perfect time for me to leave. I know I'm leaving the program in a better place than when I found it.
Right.
You're about to split into 2 different schools anyway.
Right.
I know I don't want to go into that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a, yeah.
That's a mess. So I don't want to. I've never wanted to open a building. I've left twice for that exact thing. That terrifies me because whatever culture you had, you already knew what it was.
Right.
But whenever you try to create a new culture, there is absolutely no guarantees. And I've seen it go wrong my very first year, and I don't ever want to deal with that again. So. Like right now? Back after warm-ups. Number 19, Diego Capetillo. Number 20, Avi Quinones. Number 21, Austin Oates. Number 25, Josh Martinez. And in goal, number 0, Daniel Rodriguez. The Lobos are coached by James Coleman and head coach Aaron Ziem. We ask at this moment that you please rise and remove your hats for the performing of tonight's national anthem. Am I still live? Thank you. Welcome to those of you joining us on the live stream for tonight's matchup between the Falcons and the Lobos. Tonight is senior night here at Lobo Stadium. We recognized our senior players as well as our student athletic trainer, Adria Flores. Our seniors playing tonight are Martin Saucedo, number 9, Santiago Castorena, number 11, Salvador Perez, number 14, Daniel Shoesmith. Number 18, Rodolfo Lopez Godoy. Number 15, Justin Schumacher. Number 20, Avi Quinones. And number 21, Austin Oot. We'll be underway momentarily between the Falcons and our Lobos in a matchup that will have drastic consequences as the season continues to go forward. The winner of this game will basically be holding the ticket that goes into the playoffs for boys soccer in the region. Both teams quite good. I would argue that Little Elm is much better. The Castorena twins will be looking to get things started up top. Avi Quinones and Auden will be controlling the middle for the Lobos. And as usual, Daniel Rodriguez in goal for the Lobos. We welcome you for tonight's game. If you haven't seen our field before, since the updated turf, you're getting a great look, hopefully, on the live stream as we deal with some technical difficulties here in the stadium. The turf itself looks gorgeous. Big shout out to our athletic director, Sandra Howell, for making that happen, along with all of our booster club and all of our sponsors. For the first half of play, your Lobos will be working from the left to the right. Lake Dallas, in their white and dark, with their white shirts and dark shorts, will be going from your right to your left. Both goalies wearing a different shade of green. Daniel Rodriguez wearing more of a highlighter color as we get underway on the pass back to Auden Quinones, who kicks it into the visitors' bench. We also only have 2 referees at this point for tonight's matchup, both wearing green. There will not be a sideline-specific referee for each sideline during this game, so more opportunities for the offense to be pushing a little bit and make sure that they don't get drawn offside. As you can already see on camera, there is definitely a possibility. Oh, and there's going to be a long shot opportunity. And in frame from about 45 yards out on the misplayed ball, an awkward way to clear the ball with under a minute of play, and it ended up at the foot of a Lake Dallas player who just booted it into the net. Rodriguez wasn't even back inside of his own 6 as the ball crossed the goal line. And within 1 minute of play, our Lobos are down a goal to the visiting Falcons. Controlled well by Jorge Ramos as he kicks it inside. Lost there, and it'll be the Falcons coming back the other way. Offside called as Anthony Patty was called offside right around the 25-yard line on the football field. Rodriguez will restart the action. As I was saying, without the third ref, it does make it easier for the offense to kind of get a little bit of a jump start because the referees will not always be in a position to see offsides. They'll be relying on the goalie and the defenders a little bit more for that kind of input. So that advantage, I believe, would play to Little Elm. One of the other things that'll bring up as the game goes on is that you'll probably see an increased physicality in the game with only 2 refs. They'll let them play a little bit more, but they'll also probably be quicker to card in situations that are somewhat more dangerous without that third referee there to keep an eye on things. Great ball in, and here is Castellano wide on the shot. Great ball in by Auden Quinones in the middle. A perfect feed to the senior Santiago Castorena, and he is just wide of frame, nearly even it all up with only 3 minutes of action. We nearly had a 1-1 game. Instead, the Lobos remain down 1 with 36 minutes remaining in the first half.
I'm laughing at your fuzzy thing. He rigged that himself.
Thank you for staying with us as we reset all of our technology up here in the booth. We had to remain quiet while the cameras reset. We appreciate you staying with us through the live stream. Whether you're watching us on the Mascot Media app or on the YouTube channel for Little Elm TV. Daniel Rodriguez will play the harmless ball back into action on the throw right here to the near side to number 15, Justin Schumacher. He'll get the offense started right in front of you. Good ball in. Still a 50-50. Oh, creative play.
Miss Pretty was over there at the.
Making him work is number 5, Jorge Ramos. And his hard work nearly pays off as it's collected by Anthony Patti and played in the middle of the field
Even at the basketball.
for the Falcons.
Well, she.
That play up ahead is
I saw her.
going to be a throw-in for the Lobos on the far side right by their own bench.
She was in there, and I saw her. She has a. Get your butts in there. Y'all get out the hole. She don't like it.
As we reach 10 minutes gone in play, still a 1-0 game in favor of the Falcons.
Yeah,
When she leaves work, she ain't not much of her.
Yeah.
She ain't like,
yeah.
you catch her, you need to catch her.
And a good play that did not get seen by the teammate that the ball was intended for. Lake Dallas working to control the ball, struggling to do so against the suffocating pressure of the Lobos. And a player goes down right in front of the visiting Falcons bench. Took a ball right off, I believe, the stomach. He got the wind knocked out of him for sure. But soccer players, like hockey players, will play through just about anything. You have to be a little bit crazy to just go out there and shin guards and run right into each other. It'll be a throw-in on the far sideline for Lake Dallas. Right near the flag, looking for some room. And instead of a cross, he'll have a throw-in as it goes off the Lobo defender. Not that I can see what number that kid is. Lake Dallas struggling to find any kind of room. Little Elm clears it into the middle of the field. Now Castorena with it on the far sideline in front of the visitor bench, trying to work up the sideline, being pulled down at every possible opportunity. Still into the box, still carrying. And it'll be a corner kick off a fantastic half-field run by Santiago Castorena. Talk about a one-man show, pulling 2 Falcons with him with every single step from midfield all the way down inside the 6, where it was deflected out of bounds by the Falcon goalie. It'll be a corner kick for the Lobos. Still loose inside the 6, popped out. And right back in over the frame. A great idea from distance by number 17. Sorry, number 14, Daniel Shoesmith.
Was that the first guy?
Took a shot from about 40 yards out and just could not get that ball down to get under the crossbar. Certainly more offensive opportunities so far for the Lobos, in spite of being still down 1-0 early in the first half.
Couldn't see the first one.
That's a good ball. Another tough one for the Lobo defense to handle. And that ball will go right through the 5-hole of Schumacher, and that'll be a goal for Lake Dallas, Brock Pope, the left striker for the Falcons, with a nifty, heavy touch near the corner, and then beat the 3 Lobo defenders that were remaining after Rodriguez took himself out of the play. And with 27:52 remaining in the first half, our Lobos find themselves in a 2-0 deficit to the visiting Falcons. The Falcons have really only had 2 opportunities to score. They've just maximized those opportunities. Little Elm has been inside the 18 much more consistently, just has nothing to show for it. And on the restart, I'm sorry, the referee will not allow the restart. There are still players inside 10 yards. Stoppage of play as Auden Quinones was tripped up by the Falcon defense. Handled by Caleb Irving and pushed back out right in front of you here on the near sideline. Give and go on the near sideline, and it'll be blown dead. Foul was called on number 17, Angel Morales.
Brad's football coach left.
Really?
It'll be a restart. Free kick will be taken by Hansel Cabanas right around the 35-yard line, is off the set piece.
No, man.
He went to
High curve into the box, headed out for a clear.
What the heck's he thinking?
he couldn't do it.
Well controlled in the middle of the field.
He's from Rockwall. They don't
Auden Quinones did well to help out his teammates, holding it in the middle of the field. Now a switch to the near side. Schumacher will play it in for Castorena, who was called offside. As Schumacher looked to switch fields once again. And another offensive opportunity spoiled early in the first half of action.
I was going to stream on for Varsity for people that come.
Morales couldn't chase it down. It'll be a throw-in for the Falcons. Taking the throw-in will be Brennan Thiessen. He finds the goal scorer, Pope.
Thank you, Dan.
As always, we encourage you, if you're following us on the YouTube stream, let us know that you are in the comments, and we'll give you a shout out. The first person to do that tonight is Daniel Van Dyke. Shout out for watching us on the live stream. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, as the influencers like to say. Give us a like, and drop us a note in the comments. Let us know that you're watching so we can give you a shout out too. Quinones turns it over to the Falcons, looking to control it a little bit more. Schumacher has the ball hit by the hand of a Falcon player. In soccer, unless you are wearing goalie gloves, you cannot use your hand or your arm to contact the ball. So Schumacher will take a free kick right around the 40-yard line here, right on the near sideline. Great ball in. Still a free ball, cleared out
One came out with his brother.
by Anthony Patty.
That's Quinones. I'm looking for Pereira's. I don't know why I can't see Pereira's.
What number?
There's that one. There's no
It'll be a throw in on the far sideline for the Lobos following the clearance by Patty.
That was the first one we did. That was the second one we did.
Another poor clearance by Lake Dallas. That ball is still free inside the 18 until it just now cleared. Little Elm will look to control and put it right back in.
Yeah, hold on, I think it's this one. Let me look.
Push back up ahead. And there is Castorena, who was called offside. That is a late call if there ever was one. That can't be for offsides. That's got to be for physical play. The restart by the goalie gets headed into a Little Elm arm. Lake Dallas with the effort into the box. And Schumacher kicks it directly into the shin guards of Brock Pope. It'll be a throw-in for the Little Elm Lobos.
You know, I've never listened to a soccer match, like listened to it.
He does a good job.
Yeah. Huh? It's slow, yeah, so slow.
Hey, turn me down.
Today is March 3rd and it is a B day.
Thank you for joining us. There's a lot going around on Little Elm these days.
That's right. Let's start with a super fun event. There will be a movie night here, Friday, March 6th.
What movie?
My movie!
Spider-Man?
Yep, that's me.
Which one of your movies?
My most recent movie, Far From Home, obviously.
And how much does it cost?
$5 for one student, $8 for two.
Will there be food?
Popcorn, candy, and soda will all be there to purchase.
Cool, sounds fun.
Yep, come see my movie.
You know what else is happening Friday at the stadium? Football? No, soccer.
That's what I said. Football.
No. Whatever. Anyways, girls soccer will be playing at the stadium.
But if I go to the movie night, then I can't watch the game.
That's not true. The game will be posted on LATV's YouTube page.
How do I see that?
Subscribe to this site and hit the bell. When the stream goes live, you will get a notification. Click it and you're good to go.
Awesome. How are the soccer teams doing?
Really well. The boys are playing today at a home game against the Lake Dallas for first place.
Will that be streamed?
Sure will, right here on LATV.
And the girls?
Girls are 13, 3, and 2. They play at home on Friday. Baseball and softball are both killing it. Our color guard is ranked first nationally, and track has numerous first place finishes, and our varsity girls finished second in the most recent meet.
Color Guard has actually won every single competition we've been in this far.
Really?
Yep, the Blue Angels also won Best in Show in 3 categories, Jazz, Novelty, and Prom, and were runner-up for the Grand Champion Award.
Wow, that's a lot.
Want to meet some of our softball players?
Sure.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play the music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
So tell me something other than sports that's happening in our school.
Well, we have someone going to state for VASE.
For making a vase?
No, VASE. It stands for Visual Arts Scholastic Event. Basically, it's a huge art competition.
And we have someone going to there?
Yep, here, take a look.
Alright, so I heard you recently got into state for the vase competition. May I get your name, please, and what grade you're in?
Yeah, my name is Ramisha, and I'm in 11th grade. It's pretty important, and I feel like it's a privilege because I saw some great artworks. Like one of my art pieces are within those. It feels really great to go to the competition and be in states.
What do you want to say to like some of the people who are like wanting to do the vase competition next year and try to get to state?
If you do vase, do like a piece that you're really confident in, and do not start your pieces at the last minute. I learned that lesson the hard way. But yeah, just go for it. Be confident. Yeah. Last year, I feel like 4 or 5 people maybe went to vase, and it depends on the artwork. I'd say, like the level of the artwork. I would like to say that if you're not in art, take art because it's a really great elective to take art just to get that thought out. It's really helpful. Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. Good luck to Ramisha.
Let's not forget about DECA.
What did they do?
They have people going to state too.
Dang, we are killing it at this school.
Well, that's all I got for you today.
As always, please like and subscribe.
You can get all your sports, information, and news here.
Have a good day, Lobos.
I think band does a lot of things like offer the social aspect where students can get to know each other and kind of develop those social skills.
How important do you think it is to practice?
Obviously, you have to practice. It's one of those things. It doesn't just come to you. You can't just hold a clarinet and then suddenly you get better at it. So you have to practice, and it doesn't have to be a bunch of hours at a time.
I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, I won't do that.
Welcome back for the second half of action between the visiting Lake Dallas Falcons and your Little Elm Lobos. If you were with us in the first half of action, you saw the Lobos cut the deficit in half with a goal with about 10 minutes remaining in the first half to get it to a 2-1 lead in favor of the visiting Falcons. Falcons will start with the ball to kick off the second half of action. Jeff, come turn down your volume on your laptop. Lake Dallas looking to put some passes together on the far side. Some great passing. Ends up nowhere, and Little Elm with a great clearance. A terrific defensive clearance, completely switching ends of the field. And Lake Dallas struggling to even create an offensive opportunity as Rodriguez